What's up, everyone? Happy Thursday. I hope everyone is having a great week. This is Matt with Honor Your Health. I wanted to come on and just really quickly talk about sugar and the effects that it has on your health. I think we all know that sugar is bad for you. I think we all know that um, it causes weight gain, it causes tons of stuff to happen, right? What I don't think people know is that sugar is, from what I see in practice and from what I have seen in myself and my friends and family and clients, is that sugar is actually causing a lot of bloating. It disrupts the gut entirely. It causes brain issues and heart issues. And it's funny because sometimes I get people who come in and they say, hey, I'm having this symptom, or hey, I'm having this, go on. And what we do here is we find the root problem. We look at, okay, like, is this a toxin, or is it food, or is it a person, or is it your stress? What is really causing your imbalance in your body, right? So recently someone came in with a nosebleed, and the first thing I said as she came in, I said, just so you know, like, I'm testing you and you're getting, I'm getting that you've eaten some kind of sugar, or it was actually sugar and a seed oil and some soy, right? And it was from cake. Now listen, everyone always says, Matt, what are your opinions on sugar? Blah, blah, blah. Guys, like, I will be very honest with you. I was the sugar king. Ask my family, ask friends that I've had. Whoa, what the heck just happened there? Ask friends, ask family, ask anyone. I had a sugar problem, sugar addiction, if you will, okay? And it was bad, to the point where I had tons of cavities. I had, I was mentally never in a good place. My gut was always screwed up, and it probably took me until about 3 months ago to really confront, why do I need sugar, and why do I need to eat like carbs, or why do I need to eat these chips, or why do I need certain things in my life? And when I started to confront this, I started to understand the addiction, right? And this is what I don't think people, or I shouldn't say that. This is what I think people need to start looking into in themselves. If you get highly defensive or highly emotional when someone talks to you about sugar, you are addicted to it. And again, sugar is a legal drug in our country, in the United States, okay? A legal drug. And sugar is in everything. And when I tell you that you need to look at your labels, when I tell you that you need to really dissect what you're eating, people are like, how come I can't lose my stomach, blah, blah, blah. You're probably eating a lot of sugar, for one. And two, you're probably emotionally eating, right? The thing I've told people a lot recently this week is, because I've seen it a lot in practice, is you are emotionally attached to your food. Food is not emotional, okay? Food is sustenance, and that's it, okay? Food is sustenance, period. When you can start looking at food as sustenance as opposed to food being your emotional crutch, you will start to see a lot of change happen in your life. I can tell you from my own journey that the second that I stopped eating as much sugar, my mental state got infinitely better. My sleep, infinitely better, right? Like, I sleep through the night, no issues, wake up feeling great. And you're probably like, oh yeah, Matt, like, it must have been so easy for you. Guys, it wasn't easy at all. Like, I think, again, people look at health, like leading health practitioners or people in like the industry, and they're like, well, of course you can do it. I'm going to be super honest with you. Most of us have the same, we've gone through those same struggles that you have. And you just look at us because we're fit now, or we've gone through the ups and downs of what it feels like to say no to things or have the self-control. I wasn't always there. And I think a lot of people think that, oh, like you're so fit and you're so healthy, like we get it, you're so whatever. And it's like, nope, that's not the message I'm putting out. I'm putting out the message that I've been there. I'm putting out the message that it's really hard and you need accountability. I'm putting out the message that when you stop doing what's not working, you will see a difference, right? But the thing that I won't put up with anymore in my practice and in life with people is someone getting frustrated or mad at me when I just say, hey, I think it's that sugar or that soy or that seed oil that you probably didn't even know was in that because you emotionally were like, oh, I want to celebrate. I'm fine with celebrating. That's totally fine. But there are so many other ways to celebrate other than needing to put sugar in your body and needing to put alcohol in your body that contains chemicals and tons of, toxic crap. We're meant to treat our body, our temple properly. And if you're not doing that, you will feel the repercussions of it. We're already being hit. This is where I go. We're already being hit by things every single day, right? So if there's something you can control, why not control it? And why not make sure that you don't buy it? That you don't even realize you're spending so much money in a day, in a week, in a month on just junk that isn't helping you, right? So this is not a video to make you feel bad. It's a video to educate. It's a video to teach you that this sugar causes a lot of brain dysfunction. I hear it all the time, Matt, I'm like so unmotivated or I'm so constipated or bloated. Guys, this is again something that I figured out and it took me a minute to figure it out, which was this. Sugar in your body, right? Let's say you have sugar, like let's say I eat sugar today. I won't, but let's say I eat sugar today, right? It could be anything. Chips, it could be rice, it could be, oh yeah, all those are sugar. It could be even fruit, it could be refined sugar. It doesn't matter what the type of sugar is. If it's sugar, sugar is sugar, period. That can last in your body up to a week, sometimes longer, right? Depending on who you are. And the reason why I say that is I've not only seen it in myself, I've seen it in other clients. When I have clients that are not keeping track of what they're eating, or are not keeping track in like a obsessive way, just keeping track of like how they're feeling, right? I have had clients who eat like complete garbage, right, for a week, or think they're eating really well. They're like, oh, I ate steak and I ate eggs and I ate avocado. They're eating all these healthy fats, but with those healthy fats, they're eating French fries from not McDonald's, but they're eating French fries or they're eating a side of chips or they're eating because they need the chip. They need it, right? Or they're eating something like, even though we say like there's alternative brands out there, it's still sugar. It's still a carbohydrate, right? I'm not saying it's so hard because I do want to say don't eat carbs because they're really toxic. I mean, they just are. Like, I hate to say it, and like I'm always like, oh, in moderation, whatever. But like from what I'm seeing, no, it's not in moderation. And I hate to say like be the bearer of bad news, but the amount of mental dysfunction, the amount of aches and pains and things that people get after they eat a lot of carbs like that, like go for your vegetables. If you need a carb, if you need something crunchy, go to like celery, go to cucumbers, things like that. Like there's so many options out there to make you feel better and to give you that like crunch that you need. But at the end of the day, you're in an emotional place. You think you need that crunch. Why do you need that crunch? Like what is it that you're missing? You need to start looking inward of why am I missing a crunch? Like why is that, right? So I guess my point here is sugar can cause a lot of brain dysfunction. It can cause a lot of mental dysfunction. The second you start eating more fat, the second you start eating more proteins, the second you start eating some vegetables, you will start seeing massive changes in your health and you being more motivated. Like people, when I see people that aren't motivated or up and excited about life, that to me just shows me personally that there's a dysfunction, there's an imbalance in the body somewhere, and we need to address that imbalance, right? As opposed to band-aiding it or just like chalking it up to like, oh, I just don't feel good today, or I just don't feel like it, or laziness, or what have you. Start looking at what you're putting in your body. Because I can tell you right now, when you are 100% on your diet of what your body actually needs, you will feel amazing to the point where you won't need to eat the sugar. What's happening is that most people aren't eating enough in the day, in those meals, like those meal times, like you're not eating enough. You're having little snacks. Guess what, guys? We have been pushed this snacking thing, and snacking, what's happening is that you're never giving your body a chance to digest. You're never giving your body a chance to take a deep breath and just go, and you're probably also just bored. A lot of people don't even realize that they are eating out of boredom, or you are eating out of stress, right? You have been hit somewhere emotionally. You are in fight or flight. Someone's coming at you. And guess what, guys? Get rid of people like that. Like, I'm sorry, or put a major boundary up with, like, no, I'm not going to allow you to talk to me like that. I'm not going to allow you to treat me like that. If people have, this is where you need to start looking at yourself. If you have such a problem with, or if you get super defensive when someone tries to help you, or when you get super defensive when someone goes, it might be that sugar you ate, and you freak out like, no, it couldn't possibly be that. It's probably that. Like, when you, let's say this, for example, if you're addicted to alcohol or a substance, and somebody comes at you and says, hey, I think that might be part of the problem of why you're not getting better, and you get super defensive or you shut down, we're probably over the target. Now, I'm not saying it's an easy road. I'm just saying, and I'm not saying that any of that abuse, that substance abuse, alcohol, sugar, drugs, whatever it may be, I'm not saying that it's easy to come out of. What I am saying is when you start to confront it on an emotional level and on a deep level for you personally, that's the real power. And what we do here is try to give you your power back so you feel good, right? I don't want you feeling like crap. I don't want you feeling like poop every day. I want you feeling so good that you go, oh my gosh, like, I have the power now to make myself feel better, right? You have more than you think you do, and you know more than you think you do. Sometimes you just need the truth handed to you on a silver platter. Sometimes that truth is hard, and sometimes you will defend that truth, because guess what? When you've had something in your body for so long and you know that to be true for so long, and someone challenges that, of course you're going to get defensive, because it means everything that you've known is a problem, and everything that you've known might be what's keeping you back from feeling good. And a lot of people defend their unhealthiness or their dis-ease because they don't want to confront something deeper, right? Or, because I see this all the time, especially people who are trying to lose weight, you might not feel like you deserve to lose weight. You might not feel like you deserve to feel good. You might not feel like you you might feel like you might sabotage yourself, because some people gain weight because they've been abused, and it's, they don't want to feel good because feeling good might get them abused again, right? And I'm not claiming that. I'm just saying, like, it might be. I know I did, right? Like, I was abused in some capacities in my life, and it's hard. So you need to have someone who can listen to you and have people around you that lift you up to get you out of that. So I hope this helped. I hope you understand that sugar is an addiction. I hope you understand that what the effects of sugar does to the body and what it does to your brain, and how it can make a lot of organs go out of whack, because sugar does that. It really does. So it can also cause you a lot of stress. So I hope this helps. If you are looking for help, or if you are looking to get your body into balance, please contact us and let us know how we can help you. We are not scary, even though this video might have kind of addressed some things that you don't want to look at. We are here to help. We are here to meet you where you're at. We're not here to threaten you. We're not here to yell at you, even though sometimes you might need a little punch in the gut sometimes because you need to wake up. But we truly aren't here to hurt. We aren't here to judge you. We aren't here to do any of that. We're just here to give you the facts, the truth, and help you uncover things that are really keeping you stuck. I'm tired. I'm personally tired of seeing unhealthy people. I'm tired of the lack of the lack of motivation. I'm tired of seeing people angry. I'm tired of seeing people, like, it gets really exhausting sometimes as a practitioner to see people hurting as bad as they are. And a lot of that people are like, oh, you always bring everything back to health. And I'm like, yeah, because every time it's almost always what it is. Like, I hate to say it, but that's usually what it comes down to. Because when you feel good, you aren't usually angry. When you feel good, you aren't usually in a bad mood, and you're usually really motivated, and you actually talk to people very well. But when you don't feel good, you probably are hurting. And what do hurt people do? They hurt people, and misery loves company. So I'm just here to tell you that when you're not feeling good, you might want to start looking at yourself in the mirror, because and not put your own stuff on someone else, or make someone else feel bad, because guess what? You need to start taking care of you. And the only way you do that is by admitting that you need help and you don't know everything. I don't know everything. I'm still learning to this day. But I know a lot, and I'm here to continue to learn. And I learned from you, right? As a client, I learned from you, and we're continue to getting we strive to not only educate ourselves, but help you to educate you on your own body, so that you feel good and that you know what to look for and to be super aware of. Because again, our bodies are being hit all the time by a lot of stuff. So I hope this helps. I hope you guys have an amazing day. And remember that even if you feel kind of bad right now, that there are people out here who really want to help you. Because we know what it feels like to feel good. We know what it feels like to thrive. We know what it feels like to have awesome lives, and like level up constantly. We know what that feels like. So we as practitioners who are in this field, we want you to feel as good as we feel, because we know how good that is. Okay. So it's not coming from a place of whenever we're hitting you with truths, or whenever we're hitting you with these really intense things that can kind of sometimes make you get a little uncomfortable. Know that it's from a place of us wanting you so badly to get better. Okay. Have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.